met at a wedding. I was a bridesmaid and he was a groomsman. It was silly. He was like trying to ask me questions the day of, and I was like, well, I'm here to help. Like, I'm not gonna talk to you, basically.
He was trying to like clear out a section, like break a section.
And I had been waiting for a task all day.
So I stole her task.
But yeah, at the end of the night, when I was about to leave,
I asked if she was gonna stay around the area. I didn't live up here at the time, so I was like, oh, are you gonna be around here? And Natalie was like, what are you asking me for?
Yeah, because I didn't know him at all. So I was like, probably not. Why are you asking? And then he ran off into the woods, and I was like, I don't really know who you are. But then after that, he had messaged me, I think, on Instagram, and he was like, what kind of music do you like? And then we started talking.
Talked about music for months.
Mm-hmm.
I think just after we started dating, like a week or so after we started dating, I think I'd been talking to Natalie about Fern Canyon.
A week after?
For a while. I was like, oh, like, we should go to Fern Canyon. And then we ended up going to Fern Canyon and walked all the way to Friendship Bridge, and then...
We put our initials in it, but now we go back every year and we do like a little add-a-year tack to it.
Yeah,
after we're walking like down from the bridge area.
Oh no.
That's what I'm talking about. So he looks at me and he's like, I have a secret. And I was like, oh, well, I obviously know what it is, because he hadn't said like I love you yet. And it was so early, but I was like, I think it's kind of obvious. And so I was like, I know what it is. And he's like, no, you don't. And then he ran away again.
Natalie knew.
I'm pretty sure I know what it is. But now we go back to Fern Canyon every year. That's like our anniversary tradition, because we started dating like, I think officially a week after that or something. You're telling me you love me before we're even like actually dating, bro? Freaking smitten. Like.
Months before, we were both like, I know what you're planning, and just to each other back and forth.
It was in the air.
Yeah, we both knew what was going to happen. And we went to Crescent City the night before, and like I'm trying to like hide the ring and stuff, and in the process of like packing everything and like being stressed about traveling and like oh my goodness, I'm gonna propose, I like forgot to pack extra clothes.
Enough clothes.
Yeah, I was left with a pair of overalls, and they were an old pair of overalls. Yes. And I climbed over a log. I was getting impatient because there was like a family in front of us, and they were like...
You were anxious to get there.
I was anxious, and like they were just like taking their time, enjoying their time, leisurely, and I'm like, I have to get to the bridge. Oh goodness. And I go to climb over the log, and I like just... The overalls rip at like the worst possible spot.
Yeah. Straight down the middle, yeah.
Like it's audible, so like they turn.
Yeah.
Like, and then they turn around and we ignore each other.
Everybody's like, let's keep going. It was crazy. Like, it was just funny that it was that year.
Yeah.
So we got up to the bridge, and you had a little extra breeze going on. But it was still sweet, and it's memorable. I feel like it's more memorable because of that, but it's just so funny because I was like, you're not going to want to wear overalls on that hike, like, repeatedly.
I was like, but they have so many pockets.
I'm like, it's restrictive. And then literally, they got retired that day.
Yeah.
I think it's again. Sweet, but maybe... You don't wear overalls anymore, though. Overall, you don't wear. You choose not to wear overalls.
Yeah. And then at the bridge, we proposed to each other.
Yeah.
We both pretended to be like, oh, what's that back there?
Yeah, he did it first, and then I was like, all right, now you turn around, and then switch back and forth. Yeah, so it was cute.
They just turned around.
Nothing left but a feeling in there somewhere.
You don't trip.
I'm not the check.
Okay.
Nothing left but a feeling in my toes. sell you my soul. When I get home, when I get home, when I get home. I'll break your bones with all the love I carry. Keep you close, and one day we'll get married. Break your bones with all the love I carry. Keep you close, and one day we'll get married. When I get home, I'm gonna love you so well. Please get me out of the depths of hell. When I get home, I'm gonna sell you my soul. Please get me out of the depths of hell. When I get home, I'm gonna love you so well. Please get me out of the depths of hell. When I get home, I'm gonna love you so well. Please get me out of the depths of hell. When I get home, I'm gonna love you so well. Please get me out of the depths of hell. When I get home, I'm gonna love you so well. Please get me out of the depths of hell. When I get home, I'm gonna love you so well. Please get me out of the depths of hell. When I get home, I'm gonna sell you my soul. When I get home, when I get home, when I get home.
Please rise.
He's very like buoyant, personality-wise. So Nick, like, everything in the world can be going wrong, and even if everything's not going wrong, he still I feel like understands that we are the good time, Like, we don't need everything to be perfect for us to be enjoying life and enjoying the people we're around. Or, you know, he just knows how to pick somebody up, you know, even if he doesn't know them, or, you know, even if he doesn't necessarily like them sometimes too, you still like have compassion. I appreciate that because a lot of people aren't like that.
I think I learned a lot from you about like being kind to people. One of my top things is like Natalie's incredibly kind and patient. Like focus on what we have ahead of us and what we're trying to do. It's like, okay, yeah. Like it's nice to have somebody to balance me out.
That's so nice. Blazing. I'm sorry, I have to say something. I don't know. I feel like we try and make each other laugh too, is the thing.
Yeah, it's like.
So,
Who gives the blessing for this union?
It looks beautiful.
it looks so beautiful.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to celebrate the joining of Nicholas and Natalie in holy matrimony. Marriage is a sacred and joyous covenant, which is commended to be honorable among all men, and therefore is not by any to be entered into lightly, but reverently and soberly. Into the sacred covenant these two people now desire to enter. The marriage of Nicholas and Natalie has called us together. Because this union now touches each one of us, a new family is established in our midst, and we celebrate this new relationship with the bride and groom. We see love on the faces of Nicholas and Natalie who stand before us, and experience it in our own hearts as well. It is a love which is spoken of in all religions, and is our true home, our true meeting place. It kindles our souls with hope. This is a love which is not to be tarnished by common events, but which will flower with both in deepest adversity and greatest joy. Love is stronger than your conflicts, bigger than life's changes, always inviting you to learn, to bloom, to expand, and to grow. We are grateful to them for inviting us to witness and share in this precious moment. To this day, they bring their love as a treasure to share with one another. We hope that the meaning of the vows that Nicholas and Natalie are about to share with one another will deepen as they discover the possibilities of their life together. Nicholas and Natalie, you've made a very serious and important decision in choosing to marry each other today. You are entering into the sacred covenant as life partners. As intending in the flowers of a garden, the quality of your marriage will reflect the effort you put into it. Nurturing this relationship, you have the opportunity to go forward from this day to create a faithful, kind, and tender relationship. We bless you this day. It is up to you to keep the blessings flowing each and every days of your lives together. We wish for you the wisdom, compassion, and constancy to create a peaceful sanctuary in which you both can grow in love. Nicholas, do you understand and accept this responsibility, and do you promise to do your very best each day to create a loving, healthy, and happy marriage?
I do.
Natalie, do you understand and accept this responsibility, and do you promise to do your very best each and every day to create a loving, healthy, and happy marriage?
I do.
Nicholas and Natalie, no other human ties are more tender, no other vows are more sacred than the ones you're about to assume. You're entering into that holy estate, which is the deepest mystery of experience, and which is a very sacrament of divine love. Nicholas, please repeat after me. I, Nicholas,
I, Nicholas,
take you, Natalie,
take you, Natalie,
to be my lawfully wedded wife,
to be my lawfully wedded wife,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better or for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer or for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
for as long as we both shall live.
for as long as we both shall live.
Do you take Natalie? Oh. Do you, Natalie, take Nicholas to be your husband, to love him, cherish him, and continually bestow upon him your deepest heart's desire?
I do.
Please repeat after me. I, Natalie,
I, Natalie,
take you, Nicholas,
take you, Nicholas,
to be my lawfully wedded husband,
to be my lawfully wedded husband,
to have and to hold, from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer, for poorer,
sickness and health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
for as long as we both shall live.
for as long as we both shall live.
Do you, Nicholas, take Natalie to be your wife, to cherish her, love her, and continually bestow upon her your heart's deepest devotion?
I do.
The couple has prepared their own vows as well.
You want to go first?
You should go first.
Do you come here often?
Recently, yes.
Me sometimes too. As I'm sure most of you are aware, Nick is pretty much one of a kind. I mean, don't get me started on how altruistic he is. If you need the shirt off his back, or even just like it, that will literally be your new shirt. I mean, literally, there are multiple people here who have shirts of his. And at the time, I probably said something like, "But you like that shirt?" But it doesn't matter. He's just that type of person. And personally, I'm also a big fan of his exuberance. I think a lot of people need everything to go just right in order to enjoy life. And one of the things that I love the absolute most about him is that he understands that we are at a good time and that our efforts are better combined. If I want to try something new or just need to take care of some mundane task, whatever it is, he'll say something like, doing that specific thing together has always been our thing. And I'm so grateful for that levity and camaraderie. And I think having a true partner in that sense will become only more precious to me as time goes on. A few words on borrowing for today are, how many laugh lines there must be on my face that can be attributed to you. I carry you with me like this, not just in memories, but in tangible form. And with age as old fire school, these lines will deepen, and I guess this is how we will grow old together now. Lastly, something else I admire in you, Nick, is that your compassion burns so brightly, and I know for certain that I and everyone else does not feel as cold since having met you. I could never have imagined a life as good as the one you helped me build, full of so much joy, so many dear friends and support. I know it is a privilege to keep you close as we hold each other steady through it all, and I always want to be your advocate and your handshake and whatever else you might need. And I hope getting married together can be our thing. And I love you.
Thank you for not ignoring me when I asked you about the kind of music you like 6 years ago. It's the kindest thing anyone has ever done for me. Oh, goodness. Neither of us knew it at the time, but it would lead to us standing here, getting married, so we can keep sharing music and memories for the rest of our lives. I get to spend the rest of my days telling you how much I admire the way you treat friends like family, and family like they're the most important thing in the world. I get to tell you how pretty you are from sunrise to sunset. I get to share a meal every evening where we talk about our day. I get to show you that promises are more than just words. I have the privilege of telling you that you're my best friend, and I promise to show you how much I love you just as much as I say it. I'll show you in the little things like flowers when you aren't expecting any, or scrambled eggs that just barely come together. I'll show you by making chicken noodle soup every Sunday. I'll show you while standing by your side for the rest of our lives. I promise to stand by your side through Fern Canyon, torn overalls and all, while we make our way to Friendship Bridge. I promise to keep carving tally marks underneath our initials until and the falling apart bridge until it does just that. You've shown me what it means to truly live, and for that I owe you all I have to give. Thank you for letting me take your last name so that we can share initials forever. I'll spend the rest of my life showing you what your love means to me. I love you always.
Thank you. I'm okay. I got it.
Traditionally, the marking of this passage to the status of husband and wife is by the exchange of rings. These rings are a symbol of the unbroken circle of love. Love freely given has no beginning and no end. No giver and no receiver. Each is the giver and each is the receiver. May the rings always remind you of the vows you've taken and be an outward visible sign of the sacred and inward union of your hearts. Nicholas, please repeat after me. It's just like, I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love,
as a symbol of my love,
and with it I pledge
and with it I pledge
my loyalty and devotion,
my loyalty and devotion,
as long as we both shall live.
as long as we both shall live.
With this ring I thee wed.
With this ring I thee wed.
Please repeat after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love,
as a symbol of my love,
and with it I pledge
and with it I pledge
my loyalty and devotion,
my loyalty and devotion,
as long as we both shall live.
as long as we both shall live.
With this ring I thee wed.
With this ring I thee wed.
The wedding ring is an outward and visible sign of an inward and spiritual bond, which unites two hearts in endless love. The circle, the emblem of eternity, the type of what is least tarnished and most endearing. It is to show how lasting and imperishable is the faith now pledged. Let the ring, a fit token of which is unending, continue to be to both of you a symbol of value, the purity and constancy of true wedded love, and the seal of the vows in which you have both pledged your most solemn and sacred honor. By the authority vested in me by the laws of the state of California, I witness and affirm your union of love, and now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss as husband and wife for the first time. Cool.
I wish I was a flame dancing in a candle, lighting up your living room, high on a mantle. I could bring some romance without any scandal. And then when you were done, you just put me out. I wish I was a tune you sang in your kitchen, putting your groceries away and washing your dishes. I could float around your tongue and ease the tension. And then when you were done, you just quiet down. But if I get too close, will the magic fade? Would I turn you off or away? If I pull you in, would I push you out? Or something here you care about? I'm at a loss for what to do. I'm drawn to you. I wish I was a sweater wrapped around your hips.
All right, family, friends, give a big round of applause for our wedding party. All right, family, friends, help us welcome Mrs. and Mr. Day. Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Ray.
Okay, yeah, like I said, everybody for coming to celebrate the evening here. Tell you a little bit about Natalie. Her mother and I dated for 7 years before we got married. And then after we got married, we waited another 7 years before we decided to have Natalie. So we were very patient and decided to start our family. When we decided to have our family, we knew in advance we were going to have a girl, and she was predicted to be a Christmas baby, so that's why she got named Natalie. For those of you who know who Natalie, she was not going anybody else's schedule. She decided she was not going to wait until Christmas. She decided she wanted to be a Thanksgiving baby. So, we rushed to the hospital a month early, scared her mother to death. But of course, once Natalie has her mindset, you know there's very little chance of changing it. So we have a Thanksgiving baby. Being that she was early, we were all new parents. We were scared, and I remember when she was born. Knew she was going to be a girl. Knew she was going to be Natalie. And there I have a new father. I'm counting 10 figures, 10 toes. Yep, everything looks good. And then the doctors gave us a little sign that she needed a little extra attention for being early. And her mother gave me this sign, go take care of Natalie. So I left the mother with the nurses and sat by Natalie with the heating bed. And I remember her hanging out with her little fingers as tight as she could on my finger. And she had my heart ever since that moment. On that day, Tom and I changed from husband and wife to a family. A change that we had hoped for, and Natalie is a blessing that made it happen. As years went by, our family grew. She got 2 sisters. And each time, the love between us just grew. Well, today, our family grows by 1 more. And I'm very happy that Natalie has chosen me to join us. Altogether, Tanya and I have been together 46 years, dating and married. And I wish Natalie and Nick all the happiness and joy that Tanya and I have shared in those 46 years.
Hi everybody, I'm Shelly. I've been friends with Natalie since we started at Coast Central Harrison many years ago. We trauma bonded through COVID, and Natalie helped keep me safe and sane through her sunshine positivity and making masks. Natalie's patience with elderly members at Harrison through that dark time and her selflessness are some of the values I admire most about her. And there's some of the values I've come to see in Nick, like when he nursed my Franken cat back to life while he's and I were out of town. The selflessness I've seen from Nick is truly something special, and I know that the love they share is genuine. We love you so much, and congratulations.
Hi everybody, I am Natalie's middle sister, I'm Jessica, and sorry, emotions, I'm very tired, but Natalie's worth it, and she always has been, and we were not friends when we were little. We used to butt heads, and we kind of hated each other, but as we got older, Natalie has been my biggest part, and she's been my best friend. She is always the one I wanted to call whenever I'm drunk in the evenings. I don't want to call my exes, I want to call my sister, and I just want to tell her everything that makes me happy and how much I love her, and how grateful I am to have her as a sister. She's the first one I want to tell good news to, she's the first one I want to tell anything to. And then she met Nick, and I get just as excited telling Nick my good news as I do her. He's just as much my brother now, and I love him very, very much. And he has supported me through some really hard times in my life when he didn't even have to and when he barely knew me. And a lot of people will spend their entire lives looking for the kind of relationship you guys have where you grow together and you support each other. And if anybody deserves it, it is you. You were my best friend. And now Nick is my best friend too. And I love you both so much, and I can't wait to see what you do the rest of your lives together, because you guys are just each other's biggest support and each other's biggest fans, and it's the most beautiful thing. And I love you both very much. So cheers to your marriage, cheers to many years of happiness, and cheers
He passed me the, I'm April, nice to meet you all. He passed me the mic because technically I met Natalie first. About 15 years ago, I think. And she came over for a pool party because we have mutual friends. And, you know, we've taken rides in her bug and everything. And then I'm going to pass the mic really quick because he was.
Hey everyone, I don't know too many people, but my name's Austin. I also have known Natalie for about 15 years. We were in some high school classes together in senior year. That's when I met Natalie. And she also used to give me rides in her bug. She tried to teach me how to drive a stick shift. That did not go so well, not because of her, just, you know, a little slower, like I said. But we shared a lot of great memories in high school together. We would both annoy a teacher really bad by uniform pops, stealing food from other kids and bullying them together. You know, as friends too. We endured a lot. Natalie's always been a great family friend to both April and I. We've endured not so great exes. And there was always a hesitance with our partners, both Natalie's and mine. And I think when we both met our people, it made sense pretty quick. We finally met the right people. You know, over the years we haven't been as much as we'd like to just because of life, but anytime all four of us get together, it's like we pick up right where we left off. I'd say that's the mark of a true friendship is you can just get back together. And, it's like we're never gone in the first place. So, I'd say raise your glasses to the happy couple and cheers to the over here.
Hi, I'm Gabby. So we met Nick a very long, well, it feels like a very long time ago, in high school our freshman year. And I remember the first time I met him, I was homeschooled at the time, so my sister just showed up with this really tall guy, and I'm like, who are you? And I just remember thinking that he was one of the nicest guys that I had ever met in my entire life. Nick, you really taught me that there are guys out there that are very genuine and kind without wanting anything in return. I'm getting emotional. I know sometimes I'm a little bit like playful and harsh with you, but I think in reality it's because I feel very safe with you. And we were just talking about how if we could have made somebody in the lab for you that was perfect for you in every way, it would have been Natalie. Natalie, when we first met you, we were kind of worried because like traditionally, you know, sometimes you guys are very untraditional, but you know, just like two girls randomly pop up, so we were a little bit cautious. But the second we like saw you, you were so quick to give us a hug. You're one of the warmest, kindest, most welcoming people I've ever met. And I felt like the first day we hung out, I felt like I'd known you for 10 years. And I just want to say that if anybody had a shot having a long, healthy, happy marriage, it would be you two. And I'm so excited to show up once a year. Busy all the important stuff. I'm Sophia. I wrote a speech because I can't improv at all, but I'm just a start.
That's off the top of the dome.
Nick has been one of my most treasured friends and a brother to me and my siblings and I ever since first meeting him in high school. And no matter how far he moved or the times we would lose contact for a little while as we were growing and learning how to be adults, he was always a part of our family. Natalie I've only known for about a quarter of that time, and from our first meeting, I fell in love with her soft spirit and welcoming smile. But from the same moment I got to finally meet her, the first thing I saw was how much they both loved and understood each other. Immediately, I knew that they were going to be forever. I love you guys so much. I can't wait to be there for all your other big moments. May the happy days be double the joy, and the harder days be easier with someone to always lean on. I love you guys.
Hi, I'm Shawnee. I met Natalie years ago in the trenches of retail. If you guys don't know or haven't worked in retail, it's probably one of the most traumatizing experiences you can have in life. I just found a really beautiful likeness in her. We were so young, we were just kids. We were just kids trying to get by. You had so many goals and visions. I got to watch you up close and from afar, go after all these things and work through some really hard things. And I always knew deep down that there was something out there for you that was going to be grounding and lifting and healing. And I feel like that's you, Nick. And it's one of the most, I couldn't be more grateful for how you showed up in Natalie's life. And Natalie, you've always been one of the most optimistic, authentic, and people I've ever met. You always put people first, despite what you're going through and what you're dealing with. So to see someone like Nick come into your life and be that person who finally goes, Natalie, like he's just your solid, he's like a lighthouse. You just have this thing in you. I think for anyone that's ever met you, I haven't known you the longest time, just for a couple years now, but I haven't seen such a beautiful friendship in people, and you guys show up for each other beautifully. And it's just been really great. Even though I live far and we live far away, it's always one of those things where we tell people about you guys all the time because we love you so much. We care about you so much, and I'm really excited to have future memories with you guys. And I think it was really cool that you guys got to meet Andy too, obviously. This friendship works out really good, guys. If you guys have got close to you,
Hi, my name's Andy. I'm here while you probably saw me running around all over today talking to a lot of people, but they're not, I am a man of few words. So I would like to read you all one of my favorite poems by one of my favorite poets, Mary Oliver. And this I don't hesitate. If you suddenly and unexpectedly feel joy, don't hesitate. Give in to it. There are plenty of lives and whole towns destroyed or about to be. We are not wise and not very often kind, and much can never be redeemed. Still, life has some possibility left. Perhaps this is its way of fighting back. That sometimes something happens better than all the riches or power in the world. It could be anything, but very likely you notice it in the instant when love begins. Anyway, that's often the case. Anyway, whatever it is, don't be afraid of its plenty. Joy is not made to be a crumb.
Hi, I'm Dylan. These guys are awesome. Yeah, I moved to Humboldt a few years ago, and I was mountain biking in the woods one day. Nick was pretty much my first friend I made in Humboldt. I was just like, oh, this guy's so awesome. He's nice, an easy friend. And I haven't gotten to hang out with Natalie. Sadly.
We've been doing this.
I know. He's been busy, sorry. But yeah, yeah.
Hi everyone, my name is Amanda. I met Natalie at Humboldt. We were both English majors. I met Natalie in one of our classes, our environmental writing classes, and instantly, like, was just drawn to her. She was just this sunlight that you just want to bask in. And I immediately was like, yeah, I'm gonna make her my friend. And then when I got to know her, like I got to hang out. I found out she's obsessed with shrimp. But really sealed the deal that she's like, oh, my favorite animal is the guinea pig. I was like, yeah. But then this got even, like she just kept blowing my mind every time. She still does. To say like, it still amazes me that such an amazing person exists. Like, your beauty, your brains, you have an incredible sense of humor, witty wit. And I just say that I'm incredibly blessed to have you as my best friend. And then they came into the picture and what an incredible person you found. Like, two of the best people you could ever have in your life, guys. Like, they found each other. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so honored to call you also my best friend. You're an incredible person. I hope every wonderful thing happens to you guys. Every success, every achievement. I look forward to every single thing you guys are going to do. And I love you guys so much. Cheers to you guys.
Okay. All right, group, we're gonna now play the shoe game. Yeah. If you've never heard of it, hey, it's all right. We're gonna explain it for you. They're gonna get on the side of the table. They're gonna take off their shoes, and then they're gonna have one shoe of their own and one shoe of their partner. We're gonna ask a series of questions, and they're gonna hold up the shoe of the person who they think answered the question correctly. Kind of like a movie. Are there questions? Let's see if they know each other. We got it, dude. Let's go. Are you ready? Yeah. Maybe three if they don't go on. I just made that extra fun for you. Okay, here we go. Who said, I love you first? Who gets more jealous? Who made the first move? Who is messier? Who's the better cook? Who hogs the blanket? Who is more romantic? Who is grumpier in the mornings? Who holds their liquor better? Who's more stubborn? Who is better with distractions? Who's the better driver? Stiction, right? Let's see. Who's more impatient? Who apologizes more? Who spends more money? Who spends most of the time getting ready? Ooh, this one's tough. Who has better taste in music? Who was the first one to have a crush on the other? Who's the bigger baby when they get sick? Who has the crazier mother-in-law? Goodness. I didn't write these. Who is the most stylish dresser? Who spends most of their time on the phone? Last one. Who's more likely to cry when watching a sad movie? Give them a round of applause. Family, friends, their first dance as a married couple.
I never wanna leave this world without saying I love you, without saying what you mean to me. You know you make me happy. Oh, when we share this space and time, want you to know you shape this heart of mine. And I never wanna leave this world, oh, without saying I love you. Oh, and out in the woods, this picture is clear to me. I owe my life to even my enemies, the ones who have loved me, the ones who have tried. Their grips on my heart and their grips on my mind. The stranger I pass, my mama, brothers, friends, and my father, they're God undercover. I'm telling you now, in case I must go. Want you to know I never wanna leave this world without saying I love you, without saying what you mean to me. You know you make me happy.
Could we get the father of the bride to the dance floor for the father-daughter dance? All right, time for the mother sub dance. So we'll get the mother of the groom to the dance floor.
Yeah, it's like somewhere in like rain.
for the room as well. Okay, now it is time to cut the cake. All right. Single ladies have your turn. Single fellas, single men, single boys. Oh, you good, Nick? All right. It's getting a little slippery in here. All right. Single ladies is what you're working with right here. All right. Here we go. Single fellas. Party two. If you don't have a ring, all right. Yes, you are ready. I can tell you're ready. Thank you. Anybody else? You don't have a ring on your finger. You need to get out of here. Listen. And then the ladies get out here without finger. I noticed that. Finger always goes slower. All right, you looking live? You ready for it? Any other single fellas in the house? No? Let's go. please leave the dance floor. Less than a day, all right? How about less than a year? Anybody out there married less than a year? Unfazed. How about 3 years or less? 3 years or less. Very good. Oh, we got one. 5 years or less. 5 years or less. Seven years or less. 7 years or less. If you've been married 7 years or less, please leave the dance floor. How about 10 years or less? 10 years or less, leave the dance floor. Please leave the dance floor. How about 20 years or less? 20 years or less? No, keep going. 25 years or less? 30 years or less? 33 years or less? 35 years or less? 36 years or less? Oh, we got one. How many years? 39 years. Give them a big round of applause. The winners tonight. The 39 at least more. Well, a team channel, right? Okay.